What is going on, guys? Welcome back. I know we haven't done a video in a while, but we decided to do another Ajax cast. This time, we're talking about, as some of y'all may have seen, Jon Snow is coming back, most likely, we think, for a Game of Thrones sequel. It's unconfirmed, but there is a lot of things that are pointing towards it. From things that I have read, it's come from an official source, but it's not confirmed yet. So, to start off, we can all agree we did not like the ending to season 8, correct?
I have not found
That
someone
shit
who did.
sucked.
Okay. Yeah. So season 8 was not the best. It left a lot of holes where they could potentially go from. But before we dive into that on what the show is going to be about, I think part of them announcing this right now is to help raise some hype for their new show coming out, House of the Dragon. Because Jon Snow was everyone's favorite, the fan favorite. Everyone loved him. So I think just getting him out there going kind of viral is gonna help boost the show that has nothing to do with him, because I think people are gonna look up Game of Thrones and they're gonna see House of the Dragon to try to help boost the viewership of that. So do y'all think that's a potential of what they did, kind of like a publicity stunt?
Yeah, I think that's kind of a given. I mean, companies
Yeah,
do that all the time with spinoffs
yeah.
and sequels. I mean, honestly, I feel like it's just a cash grab. Like it was a popular series, no matter how you feel about the ending. And
Hmm.
so some people are going to watch it. It's never going to quite be the same. And I mean, I guess it really just depends on the writers and how they set up the show. I just don't know how they continue on from here.
So with season 8, they didn't have any of the books to go with, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. But do you think it's just because of season 8 is why they're gonna lose a lot of viewership?
I mean, season 7 and 8 weren't
People
great.
are pissed.
Yeah.
Season
Yeah,
7 was good,
I
bro.
thought I thought the
I
beginning of
don't
season 7
know.
was
Yeah,
good. I'll say the beginning of season 7 was good.
that's fair.
I will
Like
say
it
that.
was teetering by the end.
Yes, it was.
I did not have high hopes for season 8.
Yeah. I mean, if you guys want to see us do a complete breakdown of how I think or we think season 8 should have gone, some ideas we have, let us know down below. There's been plenty of people that have done that. But if y'all are interested, I love talking about it. So, but what could this sequel potentially be about? So I'll insert the clip right here.
Was it right? What I did? What we did? It doesn't feel right. Ask me again in 10 years.
But the last time Jon Snow talked to Tyrion, he asked Tyrion, "Did I do the right thing?" And Tyrion said, "Ask me again in 10 years." So that's I'd say it's a pretty high potential of them starting 10 years after that happened. Um,
Mm.
and the 10, like, moving on from the 10 years later, let's just say they start from there. So I think there's a number of different things they could go with. So one, the children of the forest are still alive, and I don't think the children of the forest are all good. I think they just wanted to get rid of the White Walkers because they originally created the White Walker to kill humans because the humans were killing the children of the forest. And so I think there's potential that there could be something to do with the children of the forest coming up and being the main antagonist, or like kind of feeding into the main antagonist, if that makes sense. Since all they really did was help Bran so they could get rid of the White Walkers, which they created, which was to destroy humans. How do y'all feel about that?
Mm, I can maybe see it. I mean, the thing is, like, they're gonna have to construct a new enemy, though.
Yeah,
Like, even if you go the Children of the Forest route, it's canon that there just aren't many left, if at all. Like, a
yeah,
lot of people in Westeros think they're just flat out extinct
that
at
we
this
know
point.
of.
Yeah, I know there's probably some stragglers, but like they're not gonna be able to put together a strong enough fighting force to take
Yes,
on all of Westeros. So they're gonna have to make a new enemy, or it's gonna have to be someone already existing that we know of.
yeah.
So yeah, that's what I'm curious about what they're gonna do. I'm not really sure.
So if they were to go somewhere with that, like, what if the three-eyed raven is not what we thought it was, and the three-eyed raven's actually evil, and Bran's just slowly becoming evil? That's why we saw him using less and less of his powers. when he was potentially growing stronger and stronger with his powers, even though he did not use them at all in season 8, except for to fly around as a bunch of fucking crows and ravens.
Yeah, maybe they could shoe in a, little explanation of that's why he became king, even though he flat out said like a season before that Three-Eyed Raven's not supposed to hold any titles. So maybe he gets corrupted and said, "Yeah, you know what? Maybe I will be king."
And I think what also could play a factor into that is he was touched and marked by the Night King. So I think that could potentially have something to do with it as well, because not only was he marked by the Night King was able to know what he was thinking, where he was, and what he was doing at all times. So who's to say the Night King was not fucking with his brain as well? The next thing I wanted to move on to, so you said the White Walkers are dead. They're all gone. And obviously, whenever the Night King was in areas, it was like the coldest, the worst winters, it got the most snow. So, with the Night King gone, do you think that there's potential that a ton of ice can melt, which could reveal something, let's say dragon eggs, or, something along
Oh,
those lines?
I got it. Westeros comes under the dramatic effects of climate change, and this show is just an entire environmentalism pitch.
Yeah, there we go. But no, that was kind of something I was thinking about last night. I was like, okay, what if like the entire like ice wall melts, and then some other shit melts up there, and it reveals something that they have never found before?
Mm.
The only reason they have to do a sequel is because they mess up the show so bad, though. They shouldn't have to bring Jon Snow back. Jon Snow got the ending he deserved.
Yeah, well, I
You
think
deserve better than that ending, honestly.
well, actually, I thought Jon Snow should have died to complete the whole hero's journey, but back to
Yeah, but they subverted your expectation, though, didn't they, Davis?
yeah, woo.
No, but I think honestly, though, like I think the sequel shouldn't even focus on Westeros that much. We know next
It may
to
not.
nothing about Essos, honestly. Like we know a little bit about the cities in the far west, but I mean, we really just saw the Dothraki Desert and Marine.
So
And we didn't see any of the Ashlands or
A
anything, the
cough.
Shadowlands. I mean,
that kind of feeds into my next topic about
five
this
fortresses.
is, Arya said she's going west of Westeros. What if that could bring about our new antagonist, or something along those lines?
Maybe.
I was gonna say.
Khaleesi is going to come back as a White Walker.
So Arya, the actress who plays Arya, she said she wants to come back and play Arya again. So I imagine if they do a Jon Snow show, they're gonna incorporate her into it somehow.
I always said if they were ever going to do a spin-off, it should have been about Arya.
Yeah. I mean, I think Arya is a great character. I just don't know how popular that would be. But we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know.
I always liked her character. Her story was cool. Some of her episodes, like in her arc where she was at the Faceless Temple, like some of those episodes were a little dry. Um, but other than that, I always thought it was enjoyable, especially when she was with the Hound. Those were always great moments. Those were always funny. Another thing that they kind of left open in season 8 is Darian O'Hare. So he was watching over Marine with his men. How would he react if he found out that
I mean,
Khaleesi died?
how's that news even gonna
Was
reach
murdered.
him? Like he's so far away. I feel like it would take a minute to even get there,
Gr-
if it even does.
Well, Grey Worm's going back that way because he's going to the Isle of Narth.
Yeah, no. But I mean, like, is he gonna make a stop in Marine? I don't know if he's gonna do that. He may just
Maybe,
go straight there and die.
maybe he may go there.
Because I mean,
What
if
if he's
Grey Worm
actually?
sticks with Nath, he's dead. Obviously.
If he what?
I mean, if he actually does go to Nath, then he'll die of the butterfly disease,
You know. Um,
and that'll be that. So
yeah. So that's something I was just kind of wondering if something would happen from that, since they left Marine, we never heard or saw anything else about it. I mean, your major characters did leave it, so
mhm. Yeah, I don't know. Part of me thinks Dario is one of those guys that would honestly just sell the city back to the lords and
yes,
slave owners.
yes, that's probably what happened. You know, I,
Yeah,
I, I can see
I
that
don't
happening.
think he gives a shit after she left him.
Yeah.
He's over
They
it.
weren't banging anymore. Um, there's a popular theory that I have read on the interwebs that there's a chance Khaleesi could come back to life, even though I don't think they can afford to pay her to
That
come
would
back
just ruin
in.
the story.
It would. That's
It would
why I don't
cheapen
like it.
everything, honestly.
I just wanted to see what y'all had to say about it because y'all are probably on
See,
the
one of the
same basis
main
I am.
draws of Game of Thrones is anyone could die at any given point, and if you
Hmm.
start bringing people back all the time, then it cheapens their
Yeah,
deaths.
it loses like I guess the risk factor. Um,
Loses the impact and everything too. It's just, yeah, that would be a terrible idea if they did that.
yeah. Um, also, so we talked about what's west, or we talked about that if what if there's something worse west of Westeros, which is that's why I wish they had kept,
About Issa Essos.
huh?
About
East of
Issa
Essos,
Essos.
yeah. I mean, we all know the world's flat, so
I mean,
keep
even
on
the
going.
areas we do know about in Essos are really interesting,
Yeah,
like the
exactly.
Shadowlands, the Five Forts, especially, is something they should explore because I remember the canon was that apparently the Five Forts were constructed to also oppose something similar to the White Walkers in the East,
Mm-hmm.
and the show never talked about it. I
Maybe,
didn't think the ET were brought up once.
maybe that's where they go in the future.
Yeah, exactly. I think they should go there in the future. It's really interesting. And then there was that one woman we met in what was it, Karth,
Yes,
who's from the Shadowlands,
yes,
and
with
then
the
we just
mask.
never hear from her again.
Never heard about her
Yeah,
again. And her character, I thought she was gonna be a really cool character. I'm like, oh, okay. Like I was when I was watching
yeah.
it,
I
I
was
was like,
like,
oh,
shit, maybe the Shadowlands are interested in this.
yep. I've seen people talk about that, and that's what they're curious to see if they'll do that with the Jon Snow show. Um, but also, I wonder, like, there's no way they could just do it as like a Jon Snow exploration, and then they end up finding more shit about the White Walkers, because I'm assuming they're gonna like.
I bet Jon Snow's not even gonna be a main character, bro.
I mean, they kind of marketing the show around him, I imagine.
I think he's going to
You'll
be the
probably
main
get,
character. The show may be solely based around him. They may do it because you see Marvel and Star Wars doing really well with their like character shows. Even the shows that aren't very good are doing well. So, bringing someone back like Jon Snow, I think could be huge for HBO to be like it could be the biggest show out, you know. But another thing as to why I think he'll take it. So he hasn't been in very many big titles. I mean, he was in Eternals, which I don't know if there was anyone that liked Eternals. I haven't even watched it, and
I haven't seen it either.
I'd say I'm a pretty big Marvel fan, and I haven't seen it. um, so that says a lot. I think the idea to Kit Harrington of him being the most popular like character for like the next few years is something that he would really like. And I think HBO could throw him a good amount of money, so I could see it definitely happening. Because I mean, we saw like what the past up until what like 2020, the past like 6 7 years, like the most popular character was like Iron Man, Tony Stark. Um, so I think Kit Harrington would love to be something like that, or kind of how Daryl was for The Walking Dead before that. Like everyone loves
Mhm.
Daryl, even if like even people who didn't watch The Walking Dead knew were like, oh yeah, Daryl, the crossbow guy, you know. So
Yeah, but I mean, how much heavy lifting is Kid Harrington gonna have to do for this show?
a lot.
That's my question. Is the writing, how good is the writing gonna be? Because again, people are gonna be turned off from it if the writing doesn't improve.
Yeah.
And the writing got noticeably weaker once they no longer had any source material in the
Yes.
books.
So also the thing is that they're talking about that could happen with this show. So they don't need George R. Martin's blessing or authorization to write off on the show, to release a show or anything like that, because HBO owns the rights to Game of Thrones now, and or owns the rights to video production of the books, the Song of Fire and Ice. So I think if he's incorporated, it has a chance of still being pretty good. I think if they just say fuck you and don't listen to him, don't talk to him, don't include him in this, it could be very well much like season 8, where there's just a lot of hate coming from viewers.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried is gonna happen.
Yeah, so, but we'll see. We gotta have faith. We know nothing. We know nothing.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
I was also kind of curious. I know I said a little bit about it earlier. They never like they showed the Night King's castle in what season 1 or 2, and then they never showed it ever again because he was pretty much on the move since then.
Mhm.
I wonder, like, I would just love to see like what happened to that after he was gone. Like, are there still like no, like there's no way there's White Walker babies there because he was the one converting them, unless there's like another like I don't know White Walker like
Night Mother.
yeah, Night Mother, Night Queen. Cersei
You
comes
know,
back
it's
as the
funny you say that. I actually think I heard something about that
yeah. I mean,
being a thing.
I haven't done too much reading on it, but that's just something I was curious about. That's why I'm asking y'all.
Yeah,
That's why
I
I
think
have
I
y'all
just
here.
heard it somewhere. I think that is a thing.
Well, there we go. Jon Snow's going to fight the Night Queen right now. It's going to take him 10 years to get there. People were also talking about what could potentially happen with Drogo or Drogon, the dragon that just magically carried Khaleesi off after she died and melted the Iron Throne.
I have a sinking feeling they're going to use him as like a Deus Ex Machina for one of the characters in the show at some point. Right before Jon Snow actually dies, comes in and he's saved by Drogon.
I don't think they would do that.
I don't know. I can see that in season 8 for sure.
Season 8 writing, absolutely.
Yeah, that's my worry.
You know what?
More season
Okay.
8 writing.
Okay, how would you? Okay, now let's move on from like speculation. How would you do the sequel, the Jon Snow sequel? How would each of y'all do it?
That's the problem is I don't even know, bro. Like, where are they even gonna go from this point?
I like
They're going to have to go in an entirely new direction and just create new characters that were not in the books, I think. That's the thing. Like, you have a lot of freedom to just do whatever you want,
mhm.
but it also leaves you a lot of room to fuck up.
I
That's
like
my worry.
so I like piggybacking off of one of the key endings of season 8. Ask me 10 years from now. I like rolling from that to start. And then I'm not against the concept of like the three-eyed raven and Bran being evil and him somehow creating new allies that aren't the best, you know, and bringing them to Westeros and have it where people are fleeing Westeros to go to the north or shit like that to get away from the craziness that's going on there. You know, since the
Oh yeah, I
north is this
forgot the
free
North
state.
seceded.
Yep.
Yeah, how good of a ruler do you think Sansa's gonna be?
I think she's got to stick to the North will rise again, and she'll be fine.
Yeah, I was not sold on her being a good ruler.
Yeah, um, we'll see. I mean, she's qualified, right? She's a Stark.
I would say that's pretty much the only qualification.
She's a Stark. She lived in King's Landing under Cersei and didn't die. That's impressive, you know, to live in King's Landing that long and not have Cersei kill you.
Mm-hmm.
We also have, I mean, who does she have to advise her? Brienne of Tarth.
Who?
Brienne of Tarth.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Or Brienne of Tarth, how the fuck you say it. I don't know.
I mean, if I were to do it, I would definitely explore Essos a lot
Mm-hmm.
because that's an area we haven't really seen yet. I don't know. Maybe we'll do something similar to your idea of Jon Stark lead an expedition of wildlings and
Jon
Northmen
Stark.
to
Jon
Jon
Targaryen,
Snow.
technically.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, Aegon Targaryen, technically.
Yeah.
Have him lead an expedition far north to learn more about the origin of the White Walkers. But I mean, it's
And
kind
then
of
find
already
out
been
more
moved
about the
on to.
three-eyed raven and then see that, like, Bran's evil and, like, it's turning Bran evil and basically he has to come back and kill Bran.
Yeah, or You know, there's been theories that if you keep going far north enough, you end up in Essos. So who knows? Maybe he'll end
Yeah.
up in ET. Well, that's not confirmed or anything. It's just a theory.
Yeah. We'll see. We will see. Is there a character y'all wish that was there? Let's do a character that's still alive after season 8 that y'all want to see in it.
The
John
only one I care
Connington.
about is Tyrion.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
that's
Tyrion would be good.
that's what I was thinking. Tyrion. What about a character who's dead that y'all wish they could bring up in it?
Well, let's see. What was his name? Fuck. The old guy. What was his name? The old I think Lord Command. No. He was he was part of the King's Guard. Barristan Selmy?
Oh,
Is
but
that who it was?
he died a long time ago. But Barristan,
He shouldn't have died though. Well, that was bullshit how he died.
when he got killed by the like when he saved Grey Worm, pretty much.
I mean, he shouldn't have died in that,
I
honestly,
want to see the
because if
very
you actually
first
read about it,
guy
he's like the most
that
skilled
Ned
knight in history.
executes in the first episode come back.
The guy
I
that
don't remember
executed
who
off
it
the
was.
rip.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I want to see
the
him come
mute.
back. I loved
Oh,
him.
Sean Bean.
Who I think they have to have in this show, which they probably will, since he became a fan favorite, is Tormund Giantsbane.
Oh yeah, he'll be the comic
Or
relief.
Egret, though.
I don't. Oh, what if we see like like they were supposed to do with the Kenobi show, like Kenobi seeing PTSD. What if we have like Jon Snow PTSD type stuff?
Bro, you know they're married in real life?
Yep.
She's hot.
So it'll be interesting to see what they do. I'm curious. HBO, if you need help writing, hit your boy up.
I will say I am very interested in the House of the Dragon.
I am too.
Show.
I'm excited. I'm on the Targaryen bandwagon.
And dragons are just cool, man.
Yeah. And I mean, y'all heard my ending for season 8. I want the Targaryen dynasty to live on forever. So I'm excited to see a Targaryen-based show. It'll be sick.
Maybe they can also explore Valyria in the new show.
I think they will. I think that's what's gonna happen, and then yeah. So we will see.
Oh, maybe I want to play Chivalry too.
Bro, have you not been in my game this whole time?
No, dude, I've been sending you invites and you rejected all of them. I was loading in my game.
I thought you were I've been playing since we started the video.
No. Yeah, you rejected all of them. I never got an invite.
I thought you were in my lobby and I just searched. I'm sorry, bro.
So do y'all
So,
think?
yeah, I guess y'all didn't want to play.
Do y'all think we're gonna see when like Harrenhal was destroyed?
Ooh, that's a little far
Maybe.
back.
I mean, it could allude to flashbacks of them talking about like because there's like Targaryen kids, them saying like, oh, how did he become king and how did we become this? Well,
you're
we
talking
burned
about
the
for House of
pocket.
the Dragon.
For House of the Dragon.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Jon Snow show still.
No,
yeah.
no.
Oh yeah, for House of the Dragon, they'll definitely
Yeah,
do that. That's a very iconic moment.
yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited.
Maybe the show will end with the burning of Summerhall.
Yeah,
Actually, no, that'd be modern day more.
yeah. That'd be too modern. I don't think they're gonna go exceed that far in the show. I think they're
Yeah.
also gonna try to do multiple seasons of House of the Dragon. That's why they're gonna. I think like the first few episodes of House of the Dragon are gonna be able to tell. You're gonna be able to tell if it's gonna be good or not. Which we can do reviews on those too. What we think about that. Think about each episode if y'all want, and if the people want it. Yeah. Is there anything else y'all want to say about Kit Harrington coming back as Jon Snow, the King of the North?
I love
Not
him.
for that. I was gonna say maybe for House of the Dragon though.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting if they did something like almost like an anthology series, kind of, or kind
Yeah.
of like American Horror Story, where each season
Yeah.
is about a different member of the Targaryen family as a dynasty
That'd be pretty
rules
cool.
Westeros.
That'd
Or
be
the
pretty
first
cool.
season's Aegon's Conquest. Next season's like the first Blackfire Rebellion.
So
the show ends with Mad King Eris.
So is it gonna be like American Horror Story though, where half the seasons are really fucking good and the other half are absolute shit?
I fucking hope not, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I
All
think
right,
it's more likely the season will just be consistently
I
shit,
love
but
anthology
consistently good.
series.
yeah.
That's what I think would be good. I mean, it's called House of the Dragon. It doesn't lend itself to it. Obviously, it's not actually, but
Yeah. Well,
I think it'd be a good idea.
well.
They have a lot of good stuff. Yeah.
Thank y'all for your input, guys. For those of y'all that have your takes on Jon Snow coming in for a sequel to Game of Thrones, and what you go ahead and let us know in the comments what you guys think, what you guys want to see. If y'all want to hear more talks like this on an AjaxCast, just let us know, and we'll see y'all next time. Peace.